the Void Ark. Alright, so, crash in here. I've never joined halfway through the beginning, so there's a group of trash there that you pull. There's another group over here that you pull. The last group is going to be over here. I need to remember to take off join group party in progress. I will do that after this run because that could have been bad. So you got the Idobulus. And then you got the tiny guys that appear in the middle. And we shall figure out which one of us tanks has the highest threat. Usually it's the person that's the lower geared, which doesn't make sense. Right? Got that? Cetus. Best to tank him facing away from the group. I'm moving to the side just in case I do pull threat. He has a tail swipe, which is electric. He does a body slam occasionally, which will target a random player in the raid and do a large sphere around them. Okay, it looks like Lux is going to be the one doing most of the damage. Thinking, okay, he's going to summon little electrostasis balls. You don't want to be standing on them when they go off. You don't want to stand on them after they go off. We are going to get knocked against the wall shortly. Take that back. Summons ads first. And when the ads come up, he's going to target somebody randomly. There's the mark going out. It's the green mark that's over that character's head. And then he's going to do a carpet bombing attack across towards that character. Once all of the ads are down, he will do another body slam. He can be targeted and damaged during that. He will do an electric whirl, which is a ring around him. Ring AoE, then we'll do a tail swipe. Now we'll get knocked to the walls. Or pulled to the middle. Get knocked to the walls. You will run around and you are going to destroy these things. They're placed 4 spots around him. It lowers the resistance on the Hydro core in the center, allowing the party in there to destroy that faster. Body slam as soon as we come out. And another electric whirl. And that's going to be Cetus down. Oh, I'm in Alliance B. So I do like the way that this armor looks, so I will be needing on all tank pieces. Though I don't think the helm works on a bunny. But most helms don't work on bunnies. Alright, this trash, there's a lot going on with this trash, more than the first boss. So we're going to wait for a lot of people to get up here. There are 3 locations, and basically the 3 tanks should take a different location. I'm B, so I technically have to run around to the other side. So when these two, when the 2 mobs die, it's going to cause a Malboro to spawn. You also want to destroy the knots, because the knots will explode and poison the area. If the knots go off and poison the area, then you will want to have 3 people stand each on these little platforms that look like an eye. Right. That's done. We got a Malboro up. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to tank this Malboro. Well, they all tank those. And you're still going to have the Pagan Knots that are going to be spawning. You can't really see them. Okay, we just had one go off. So, you get one person on each of those things. You need one person over there. Not going to happen before we kill the Malboros. But that will create a vacuum and vent it using the fan in the middle. So that is how that trash is done. This boss can be fun. You have 2 bosses in this next spot. So you've got 2 bosses. They are linked together. They will share life. When one gets too low, it's going to give life to the other, and vice versa. I am going to try to be tanking the puppy, who is now walking to the left. So I'm going to run forward. I'm grabbing myself the puppy. You want to drag the puppy away from the center. The boss in the middle, Irminsul, is going to negate one type of damage. It's either going to be physical range damage or magic range damage, and whichever one you are, you've got to swap. Oh, I take that. They alternate. So the one in the middle is immune to magic damage. This guy's immune to physical range damage. So, as they go down, this guy's going to be doing mucus spray, which is going to basically lock us in place if we are standing too close to each other. Lux, I said mine. I am going to continue to tank this guy regardless of what you're doing. I will manage to stay above you. Shockwave Stomp, you want to run and line of sight yourself with this guy between you. This is a death instance. Do not line of sight yourself. Lux, why are you being a jerk? The only way you could have done that is if you taunted. I just did. Alright. Heads will get summoned all over the place. And he will try to eat the Keds. Yep. He's just being a jerk and taunting. So I'm going to run over here and do what I can. Alright, if you get eaten, you will get mind controlled. For about 15 seconds. That's what this stuff right here is. You'll run around, and if you hit somebody with your ability, you will mind control them. The Keds are going to get eaten by Sawtooth. Yeah, that... Some tanks just don't want to respect some things, and they will do that. Anyways. I think I covered everything that boss does. See, when things don't go according to plan, I tend to forget things. So I am... This trash. Okay, so this guy is going to summon 3 coffins. I'm B, so I should be middle. Got everybody here, so we'll run forward. Coffins come up. And you grab the one that's associated with your party. A usually goes left, B goes center, and C goes right. I'm turned around. You can drag them together so that people can AoE, but it doesn't really alter much. Gargoyles are going to spawn around the edge. They will do line attacks, while people DPS down the blackguard. But you have to kill everything in order to progress. So that gargoyle goes down, and the ad becomes available. Right. Jump, we do teleport jump through the mystical rings. And we zone. Why we couldn't just zone out of there, I don't know. Alright, we come to Cuchulainn. That's the way I learned how to pronounce it. I don't know Gaelic. I don't know the actual pronunciation. But I'm turning off Iron Will for this, because I do not need it. Cuchulainn. You'll notice there are 4 platforms. These become relevant halfway through the fight. You will need to get on those to avoid damage that comes down here. I'm not main tanking it. Last time I tried to main tank something, somebody else... There we go. So. The only reason that I will turn... Corrosive Bile. He will turn and he will spew bile out in front of him, which will do fair amount of damage. Normally if you got caught and didn't move, you'd die. There's also going to be constant damage happening in the form of bleeding. He's going to spawn these pools of bile, which is one reason you don't want to be standing on the 4 platforms, because it can cause problems. Boiling tentacles. Do not be standing underneath any of the tentacles. I'm going to turn Iron Will on now, just so that I can generate threat in case one of the tanks dies, which I do not expect to have happen. Idol of Impurity. If you survive and actually deal with the idols, these come up, you need to destroy them. But we are going to push the boss through damage past where it's supposed to be, and we will do a phase change before we're able to kill them, I believe. Or not. Corrosive Bile, that is going to be the frontal damage. Can be easily avoided by running behind. Alright. Boss is going to become invulnerable. And he's going to be summoning mimes. Foobar. You want to DPS the Foobar, and if you are able to, if you've got threat from the thing, pull it out from being sucked into the middle, because the boss will eat it, and it will increase the damage of the next attack the boss does. So, he's coming over and coming after mine, so I'm going to pull it out here. If you are also standing there as a player, you will get sucked in and you will get eaten. Pestilence comes out. That is just raid-wide damage. Black Lung. The mechanics of Black Lung is there are going to be little orbs that will spawn everywhere. Tanks are supposed to run through them and set them off. Nobody opened the chest. Final boss. Alright, so this boss has some mechanics to pay attention to. That, that. Echidna. Echidna will split off, and there will be Dexter and Sinister as well. I'm not the main tank. I'm not going to try to main tank this one because people deciding to taunt off me after every attack. Alright, Sickle Strike is going to be a point-blank tank buster, I believe. Sickle Slash. You can see what that is. It is side to side, massive damage to either side. You run to the middle to avoid it. Boss also has Petrifaction. Sickle Strike, I'm running out just in case. There's one that's going to be a point-blank AoE that does not have a ground marker. Alright. Boss will jump up. You want to stack on where it lands, otherwise everybody takes massive damage. It isn't. Or you stack so people take less damage. Alright, so I am B. Boss is splitting. If you are a tank, you run to the cardinal position. Right, left, or center. Since I am B, I am running to center. The bosses will split and go after the tanks on their own. You do not need to taunt. You do not need to do anything other than move to where you're supposed to be standing. And my suggestion is watch Echidna, because Echidna will be doing the Petrifaction attack. Basically turns you to stone. And I guarantee you I'm going to get hit by it. At least once. Let's focus target, see if that helps. Sickle Strike. So there's going to be another split unless we DPS her too fast. Alright, ads come up. Blood Guard. Tanks need to pick them up. And you beat them down. The ads can do a lot of damage if they are left to be alive. Petrifaction. Daze attack so you can turn away. 4 people in my party got hit by it. I'm pretty sure a lot more got hit by other stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are unable to move. Alright. This is going to be generic area attack. You don't want to be standing anywhere because you'll get hit. Alright. We shall see if boss... Nope. Boss does not get a second split. If the changes in 6.0 make it so you have to pay attention to all the mechanics, I will re-record these fights for everyone's benefit. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it informative. If you want to see more Final Fantasy XIV videos, please like, follow, and subscribe. The usual YouTube stuff. To catch me live, check out my Twitch, link in the description. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.